Hello, my dear viewers, and welcome to Angelic Sky Tarot. Today we're doing readings for water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for the period of time from April 14th till April 30th, 2019. So what can I say about my dear water signs? Well, water is all water signs are very emotional. Water is one element that none of us can live without. You know, most of the planet is covered by water. Most of the beings created, out of water. Human beings are about 85% of water. So it's one of the most incredible and most important elements. Of course, water signs are very sensitive. A lot of you have psychic abilities. So you build your relationships on emotional connections. You make most of your decisions depending on your feelings. You don't use necessarily as much logic, or you don't base your decisions on reason. You have to sense things. You have to like them. You have to connect to people on emotional level if you enter a relationship. In fact, most of your relationships are based on sensations, on sensuality, and intuitive gut feelings. So for water element, you're always seeking for new exciting experiences. You like to be in the flow. You like to be connected to a community. You are very helpful to people usually. Pisces, you are really one of the most, I think, romantic signs. You know, you always live in a dream world of romance, and it's hard for you sometimes to come back to reality. So for other signs, you really don't like when your waters are stagnant. You know, you're really looking for the fresh flow, fresh ideas, in ways how you can serve your loved ones, how you can interact with people. It's very important for you to be connected. So we're going to start. The first reading is going to be for the sign of Cancer. So let's see, dear angels, archangels, my guides, please allow me to give this reading to the sign of Cancer for the period of time from April 14th to April 30th, and see what type of energies Cancers will be working with. I'm just going to pull probably 3 cards from this first deck that I'm shuffling, which is Golden Universal Tarot. And then we will pull several cards from the Gilded Tarot. And we'll simply see what is coming up, your way. So let's shuffle a little bit more, and I will start pulling your cards. Okay. So the first card is, dear Cancer, is 8 of Pentacles. And that's a wonderful card. First of all, I see money coming your way. And it's money very much needed for you. Of course, this money is not coming from maybe a lottery or anything like that. This is the money that you're working really hard for. It's actually working many hours, and you are definitely saving. You're trying to save your money for the future. Maybe some of you are dreaming to buy a house. Maybe some of you are planning to build something on a plot of land. Maybe you are dreaming to invest more into your business that you are, currently trying to build. So you are being recognized for so many wonderful skills that you have. And you definitely are being recognized because these coins remind me of trophies that are hanging on the wall, the signs of recognition for your excellent work. Your work is detail-oriented. You're very proficient at whatever you do. And you do pour all your heart into your work. And of course, in return, people recognize you. You're getting more orders, through your business. I see some of you posting something online, new advertisements. Maybe you're coming out on YouTube with new videos, about your products. Or maybe you are telling people about, some subject that you know really well. And so people receiving and sharing the knowledge that you have. But you are putting extremely a lot of hours into your work, into the whatever you're trying to do, and You're very concentrated. It is your major goal right now. So April gives you that opportunity. You're going to be expanding in your work field, work harder, but you also will be able to save. So the money is flowing into your pocket, the money is flowing into your savings account. You're able to accumulate resources, and that's a huge blessing, because energy comes to us through money. Money expands us in ways, gives us more opportunity to do things that we like. If we want to travel in the future, if we want to buy certain things that we needed to buy, if we need to help our loved ones, we can. If we have money, we feel very blessed and fortunate. So this is an excellent card for you, Cancer. Eight of Pentacles is that flow of money through hard work, but it is ability to save and to expand, whether you're trying to expand your business, purchase a house, or do other things, maybe travel in the future. The money will be available to you, but for now, you are concentrated on making it. So the second card, dear Cancer, for you is Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a very powerful card. It's fire energy. Wands is fire energy, so it's inspiration. It's again hard work, and we see that nine is already nine is not the card of the beginning, and you have 8 and 9, so this is kind of the end of the cycle. It's already knowing what you want. It's already you've been already through certain experience, but although you are kind of jack of all trades, and you've worked hard, and maybe you worked in different areas, in your life. Maybe at first you were working in counseling, and now you're working with your hands and doing some sort of gardening, or maybe you're a hairstylist or something like that. So the spectrum of the skills that you have is incredible. You have a lot of talents, and you are actually being inspired again, and you're picking up a new inspiration, you're picking up new vision. So that's extremely exciting. It can also relate to your love life, that there's a new love interest in your life, and you are working really on this relationship, and you are passionate, although maybe you had previous marriage or previous relationships before. It's finally you feel enthusiastic about this relationship where you're in, and you are able to feel that youthful energy again, that inspiration. The flow is coming back to you. If you felt like maybe that some of you were a little bit overworked and tired in the previous month, and maybe you didn't feel best with your health, it feels like your vitality is coming back, and you're getting more opportunities again in the field of work. You're getting new orders, you are desired, you're getting new contracts, or you're in demand, your skills are in demand. And same thing in a love life. People are noticing you, maybe you meeting several suitors, people are flirting with you, people show interest in you, and in return you do feel new flow of energy, vitality. So that's excellent, dear Cancers. And I'm gonna pull one more card for you from this deck, and here we have the Priestess, High Priestess, and it's Major Arcana. And what a beautiful card to have in this reading. It is very much water energy card. It's a card of deeper intuition, and you, dear Cancers, always work with your deeper intuition. It's listening to your guts. It's going with your instinct. Right here, what drew my attention is the scroll of Torah. So possibly some of you will be reading some sacred texts, or you're picking up a book on spirituality, or maybe book on advice, maybe how to get out of difficult situations and relationships. So you're reading some literature that is changing the course of your life, where you're getting really important advice, and according to these tactics and techniques, you are able to better your relationships. Or so you're receiving this important advice, from some sort of literature. maybe something even you're reading online, you know, but it seems like it's helping you, and it's making you feel or think in a different way, which is very important. Some of you are experiencing relationships right now where you feel extremely balanced. The partner is challenging you in a good way. It's making you become more creative in relationship, and it's making you realize how you want to be in the relationship. What is your role in the relationship? How do you take care of yourself in a relationship, in a partnership? How do you take care of others around you? How do you divide your time? How do you take care of chores together? So for some of you, you are establishing that foundation and dividing the energy between each other on how you're going to handle living in the same household and take care, you know, possibly, you know, some of you are with a partner who, you know, who has children, and so how are you spend time with the kids, you know, how you interest them in communicating with you and involving the whole family in the activities. So it's extremely lovely because with this partner you're reflecting and learning more about yourself more than ever. You're always deepening and finding out new things about yourself, and of course about your partner as well. So this is a very important time to listen to your intuition. Again, for some of you who will be signing possibly some contracts, maybe you moving or thinking of moving to a new location, you will be signing some contracts with possibly new landlord, or you purchasing a house, or maybe you renting a new location for your business. So please read carefully the documents. It's important to review all the legal aspects that are listed in the papers before you sign them. Another thing you need to pay attention is your health. You need to rethink how you take care of your health, and really start nurturing yourself, because priestess is a wisdom. It's a female energy, so taking care of yourself in a wise way, investing in the future for yourself, into your health, because you are working really hard and it's taking a lot of your physical energy. So you also have to be wise and keep yourself in balance on how you take care of yourself, so you don't burn out and you don't pour all your vitality into work. You know, it's time to take care of your health as well. So in order to live long, successful life, you need to keep balance between your work, between taking care of yourself, between your family. So it is a good time to lay that foundation to keep that balance in your life. So right now I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more, and we will pull 2 more cards from this wonderful Gilded Tarot deck. And here's your card. So Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a great card. It's again card of earth, earthly energy, card of money. A Knight of Pentacles always shows me the new beginning, new bright future. Knight of Pentacles is not a speedy knight. He's not galloping towards, you know, new possibilities in a very fast manner. He's careful. He is taking time. He is investing into his future wisely. So some of you will be opening savings account on maybe Roth IRAs or some sort of 401ks, and you'll start saving for the future. And or you're possibly buying a plot of land and you're dreaming to build your future house there. So I do see that expansion into the new territory, but that will be beneficial to your future. There's also Bunny. Bunny to me in this card, in this particular card, is a representation of fertility, of spring. So maybe some of you are thinking of expanding your family. Maybe some of you are getting married and thinking of you know, having a baby. There's a lot of greenery, so it's spring, it's growth, freshness, new flow of abundance. You know, that's what I see, and that's absolutely beautiful card. So it's some sort of action, you know, so you are making that action. It's not a very fast action, but it will happen. It will happen in the future. So again, for some of you, you will be moving in with your partners. For others, if you're thinking of relocation, it will happen, but you are preparing for that, you know, and it's very important to prepare for something like that. So you feel comfortable, you know, through that transition, so it's not so harsh for you. And Two of Pentacles, yes, some of you definitely will be buying some property, and you are making investment for the future. And I'm really excited for you because I see a lot of you will be looking through different listings of houses, homes, apartments. It's either you're renting or you are purchasing for investment. So it's really exciting. You will choose perfect property for you and for your family, or a perfect location for your business, and whatever you will develop there, your home will prosper, your family will prosper, or your business will prosper. I do see money cards. I see money for cards for investment. It looks like you're making wise choices and wise decisions. So the only thing, make sure that when you sign the contracts, when you sign the papers, you read over them, and keep the balance in your relationship between your work and your health. It's very important balance to keep. Right now you have a lot of energy or vitality. Nine of Wands, it's excellent card. So it's beautiful. I'm glad for you, Cancers. It looks very positive this month. At the end of month of April looks absolutely wonderful and amazing for you. So the next sign we're gonna do a reading for is Scorpio. So dear angels, guides, and archangels, allow me to read for the sign of Scorpio for April 14th till April 30th, 2019. So, dear Scorpios, out of all water signs, I think you are the most forceful one. Like the flow of your water energy in you is extremely forceful. And if you don't contain that flow, if you don't direct it in the right direction, you know, it can almost be harmful to you. It can almost self-destruct you. So you always have to stay creative, you know, live up to your potential, because you're extremely talented people. You have so many resources within you. So it's important to use them wisely. And I think April is making you concentrate on these opportunities in work. It's important for you to find yourself, and whatever it is you're doing right now, however you're reshaping your life right now, it is helping you to stand on the path of your destiny, and you will be finding yourself in the workforce. You know, you will find your talents, and whatever you're doing right now is helping you reach that destination, you know, so where you will become prosperous from the work that you do in the world, and people will benefit. It's very important from what you do, you know, because it's very important for you to find your major talents and utilize them, because otherwise you will be quite unhappy. You know, you will not feel like you in your place, and you can become really self-destructive. So let's look into your cards and see what the end of month is holding for you, dear Scorpios. So extremely passionate, extremely sexual sign, very emotional. You can easily swing from one mood to another, so it's very important to stay kind of grounded. Okay, so the first card for you is Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is an excellent card. It's a card of quick movement. So I feel like a lot of you will be making very quick decisions on something. You will have to act really quickly upon it. There's not enough time for you to think too much about it. So again, use your ability to feel things instinctively, and trust your gut feelings. It's you communicating with someone on the phone. It's you communicating with someone through the media. Some of you writing out resumes, and also some of you traveling. It's not going to be a lengthy trip, but I see maybe flights, you know, somewhere for the weekend, or maybe for work you have to travel. But definitely Wands represent to me a workforce, you know, so you could be traveling for work for sure. Some of you will have business trips. It's also meeting someone unexpectedly, and having possibly sexual interest in them. But it comes out of nowhere, and it kind of puzzles and surprises you. So there's a lot of fast moving energy, so it's kind of like a gust of winds that's gonna shake up your life a little bit, and you will have to make quick decisions. So it's a news coming out of nowhere and bringing you something new where you will have to go into a different direction in your life. Excellent. So we'll see what could this change bring you. The next card is Sun. Oh my goodness, and that's Major Arcana. And that's a beautiful card. I mean, it's one of the happiest cards of the deck. Sometimes we associate this card with sign Leo because a sun is, Leo is born under the sun. And this is card of passion. It could also mean that some of you will find out that you're pregnant, or it's a card of an inner child. It's you finding your passion again, riding into the new future on this beautiful white horse, being able to spread your joy, your enthusiasm with others. Again, it's finding your talent and being able to be very successful at whatever you do. So whatever this new job offer is coming, it looks like it's a good opportunity for you to take. You know, even if it feels a little bit scary, even if it feels like you're not sure if that's what you want to do, I think it will bring you a lot of new opportunities to blossom in this new place, and you will be able to discover your inner child, because you know your enthusiasm will come out, and you will be able to create a lot of new ideas, new solutions for this new company, for this new place where you'll be working, and you yourself will be surprised how happy you will feel. You will feel recognized, people will notice you, you will be able to make quite a lot of money at this new place of work. If you're in a relationship, this is probably a good relationship for you, and again, there is potential for you to have a child together. If we're talking about health, there's a lot of vitality in you right now. You are feeling better. A lot of you will be becoming healthier or finding the solution to your problems. So what an excellent card of joy, of laughter. So some of you could be going to some celebrations and parties. Just feel a lot of happiness and vitality at this moment. You feel like a winner, you feel like you're riding on your white horse. There's a lot of passion, whether you're in love, and experience a lot of sexual heat and energy. It's all beautiful. So it feels like you are on the right path to your destiny, and you will feel quite satisfied. So whatever is happening for you in the second part of April, it's very freeing. You feel like whatever was keeping you imprisoned, or whatever, if you didn't have any inspirations or you didn't see any direction, all of this is changing for you right now. And here we have Five of Swords. So this is the card of cutting ties with relationships that no longer serve you. So you're letting go of some people who no longer will be in your life. It could have been these important relationships that brought a lot of different lessons to you. It could have been romantic relationships. It could have been places of work. But again, some of you will be changing new place of work, and this change will be beneficial for you. Same thing with your relationships. Although you might have you could feel a lot of remorse or regret, but this is necessary change. You need to cut ties with the people who've been hurting you in the past, or if there wasn't any compatibility, there was a lot of argument, there was a lot of misunderstanding. It's time to let go of this relationship. It's nobody's fault. It's just sometimes people teach each other lessons, and it's time to part. And you might feel a bit of grief or remorse, or this like bitter taste in your mouth, from cutting ties, and letting go of this relationship. But it is time to part. It's time to say goodbye. So you are starting something new. There is a new beginning for you. So you will you will let go. You will let go of some of the connections that felt very important in your life. Now, it also could mean that somebody is, if you lended money to someone and they weren't paying you back in a long time, so some of that will come back to you, and you will have extra finances, or so extra money flow will come to you. You know, for some of you, actually try to play the lottery, because it could be a win for you, you know, and it could be sudden gain of some resources for you that will be very beneficial. So I'll also pull 2 cards from this deck of Gilded Tarot and see what this deck is suggesting to you. And we have 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords is a card of breakups. It's a card of not, you know, not feeling kind of good emotionally. There could be some sadness. So again, I do see that there could be you know, ties cut with someone. You know, there could be breakup in a relationship, you're saying goodbye, and of course that will feel a bit of nostalgic. You will feel a bit hurt, and you know, you will experience a little bit of sadness. But this card also means being studious. You know, some of you could become new students, and if you find new passion in your life, so that means a lot of studying, a lot of hard work, you know, and becoming a student and learning something new again. And that could mean a lot of sleepless nights, reading the materials that you need and preparing for the text. So that could also mean that. It could also mean, with these 2 cards, actually with these swords, could mean that you have to run a lot of errands, and there's a lot of little tasks that you have to take care of, and they feel a bit burdensome. But it is important to, you know, file for taxes. It is important to sign certain papers, you know, apply, create your resume. So this is also energy of Swords when you are working with papers, when you're running different errands, when you have so many little tasks that you need to take care of. It almost feels a bit burdensome. So that could also mean that. And let's pull 1 more card. I need 1 more card for dear Scorpios. Okay, and we have 10 of Wands, and that's a beautiful card. My dear Scorpios, this is an excellent card. It's again the card of fire, card of inspirations, and 10 of Wands means that you're letting go of some really heavy burden. Whatever was burdensome for you in the past, you're finally letting it go. You know, you're cutting ties with some old relationships. Possibly leaving work where you worked, and you are being relieved with certain burdens. If you experienced it with your health, you know, you will feel better. This could also mean that you are learning to delegate, you know, how to give and redistribute tasks to other people in your family. If you feel like you've been carrying most of the weight on your shoulders, now you're learning to delegate, you know, and say, well, could you please help me out with this? Could you take out trash? Can you make sure that you know, somebody puts groceries you know, in the fridge and in the pantry for me? So instead of doing it all yourself, you are finally learning to delegate and distribute, you know, this ability, so other people can help you in your surroundings. And it's actually receiving help. It's letting go of the burden and being able to receive that relief. You know that you're always being backed up by universe, and so it's your ability to finally say, yes, I am ready to receive. I am ready to let go of that heavy load. I'm ready to experience some happiness, some good fortune, some good health. So those are excellent cards. I'm super happy for you, dear Scorpios. I hope you have a beautiful month of April. So let me just finish up with the sign of Scorpio. So dear Scorpios, I feel like you are dealing with a lot of energy of your past, and your past decisions that you made kind of catching up with you. So you're living right now the fruits of your previous decisions, you know. So it's very important for you to be in here and now, and see and reevaluate your situation if that's where you want to be, you know. Look into your relationships, because I think you've struggled a lot in the past with your relationships. You're a very sensitive, very passionate person, probably one of the most emotional, you know, signs in the horoscope. And so it is important for you. And I had some cards drop, sorry. I will pick them up. It is very important for you to reevaluate the people that you have in your life and what type of relationships you had. And also in the field of work, it is really important for you to look in your career and if you're going in the right direction, to ask yourself what brings you joy, what brings you money, and stop, kind of staying in the world of illusion and starting to meet your reality. However difficult it is for you, it is good for you to look straight into the eyes of reality and see the true situation and stop being delusional. It seems to me like you've been living in the murky waters, and it's good for you to let those waters settle and see the clarity. So let's see, I'm gonna start pulling the first card. Okay. And we also have, like for Cancer, like for Scorpio, we have Sun for you, dear Pisces. It's an excellent blessing. It's feeling, again, it's staying in the moment. It's receiving this blessing in the now. It's feeling your vitality, feeling good health, feeling good fortune. There's new money flowing your way. It's actually, you could win some lottery, you could win some money. Maybe your family is helping you out financially. Maybe you have enough finances where you can help others. I feel like you are seeding for your future, and you will definitely see a lot of new harvest coming back to you, at a certain time. So you are playful, you are joyful, you're full of enthusiasm. Some of you can learn that you're pregnant if you're expecting or want a child. Some of you just feel radiant, exuberant, and it is time to invest into your future, with this beautiful energy. It's time to seed for the future in a new way, where you will feel abundant, you will feel blessed, at all the times, and it's changing your philosophy, changing your psychology on how you view things. So this looks very positive to me. It looks amazing. It looks like you're on the right path. If you are, it seems to me like you're meeting the people who resonate with your personal vibration, and that make you more happy and more excited about your life. I feel like you are in a community that is very supportive to you. And here we have Knight of Swords, so it's a fast action. It's a person who could be bringing you news that was not expected. Again, it's having a conversation with someone that you didn't expect to have. It's gaining certain amount of clarity and acting upon it. So it will be an action that you have to do quite fast without any rational thinking. It could be communication with your ex-partner, with someone from the past that you run into them and it's the words that need to be said. And maybe you possibly don't want to talk about it, but it will be good to exchange certain words and close some chapters and let go of each other. It could be somebody coming and visiting you. Some of you could be living at some nice locations, maybe somewhere warmer, and it's unexpected visitors. So somebody could be visiting you and you will feel like, oh my goodness, I didn't expect this person to come, or they're coming out of nowhere, and so it'll feel a little bit hectic for you. But at the end, you will enjoy this encounter and you will actually have a good time with that person. But in the beginning, you'll be like, oh, wow, I didn't expect them to come and visit me. So it's news or a conversation with someone, that will approach you kind of out of nowhere. And so it's new energy flow, but also, to me, it seems like it's related to the past relationships. And here we have Five of Pentacles. And Five of Pentacles is card of, feeling a little bit of misfortune or feeling a lack in finances, feeling like somebody is in the place of victimhood. So again, I don't see you so much in that place right now, dear Pisces. To me, it feels, again, like this is the person who's going to try to talk to you is person from the past. It's someone that you broke up with, or it's a relationship that didn't work or maybe didn't end on a good note. So you will be able to have that conversation again. It could be your close friend, you know, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be your even parents or your siblings. It's someone that you are closely connected to and you just had a falling out with, and you had a lot of kind of bitterness or unsettled energy between you two. And maybe some of their relatives will be asking you for money or for financial help. You could learn that somebody's not feeling well in your family, and that will feel a little bit disappointing to you. Your vitality, your personal health looks excellent, but you could learn that someone in your family is not feeling well. Somebody had a fall, somebody had actually some sort of physical injury, so that news will come to you. Again, some of you, it is about romantic relationships, and you will feel like maybe they will call you and ask you, oh, remember when we used to live together, we had that couch and I left it for you. Well, now I want it back. Or, we have I miss our pet and I would rather have that pet living with me than with you. So you could have something like that type of conversation. Again, the conversation could be about money, or it could be that somebody will be asking you for help. Somebody will be asking you for financial help, So something like that could occur in the at the end of April for you. So let me shuffle this deck, and I will pull 2 cards for my dear Pisces from this deck. Okay, here we go. And here we have Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands is again a person who could be visiting you, or you could be meeting with. And this Knight is, or it could be your energy, because it resembles more to me with a card of the Sun. Again, it's fiery energies. It's someone who has new idea, new vitality. It's someone who is not afraid to travel towards the future. So it looks to me like it is your energy, this particular, at the end of the month of April, it is your energy, dear Pisces. You are possibly will meet someone, who you will really like. You could be entering new job, or finding a new job that will resonate more with you. You will feel extremely passionate about. You could receive a new offer from someone. And so it's very positive card. Knight of Wands is a great new opportunity for travel, for finding new relationship, for finding new work. So new opportunities, feeling healthy and vital, receiving good news. So it looks like you have enough finances to travel to the destination that you would love to go to. So that's excellent. And the last card is Death. So Death is a card of transformation. I never see it as a negative card. In fact, it's an incredible card. For me, it's clearly seen here that transformation is here for you, because you are able to find again that inner child within you. You're able to find that new place where you're aligning with the source, you're aligning with the universe, you're feeling abundant, you're feeling healthy, feeling resourceful, you're finding your new passion, and it is a new cycle for you. It's like the old you that felt misfortunate, miserable, that made these wrongful connections in relationships. You're releasing that past. You're having final conversations. You are able to release those people, and you becoming more confident in yourself. So this is where the death comes in, and the old you dies, and the new you, the new birthing is here. Your, this the murky waters, the murkiness of death, this mystery, this unclarity is dissipating. You've been still for a little while, so all that murkiness settled, and now you can see a sunny reflection in that water. You can see the clarity. So I think, although death sometimes scares people, not in this case. You have really positive cards. You have the Sun, you have Knight of Wands, where it's new vitality. You have ability to communicate and close the doors on the past. So very positive, very beautiful. I'm really excited for you, dear Pisces, and I hope this resonates with you. Please let me know. I love you all very much and wish you all the best. Have a beautiful end of April. Take care.